Hello, everyone. Welcome to the lesson 3 of the Activate Your Inner Power program. In the last lesson, we covered how to find our limiting forces. We look at our fears, habits, and limiting beliefs. And if you haven't done your assignment yet, I highly recommend you to go ahead and do the assignment because we are going to be using them going forward. If you want to make of this program, and also if you are struggling to find your layer 6 information yourself, you can apply to book a VIP call with me to explore them together. So that's another option for you. Let's go ahead now and have a look at our discover. We discover our 3 internal creative forces that define how you feel, how you act, and how you think. So this is what we're going to look at today's call. I want to remind you that you're a creator. You are here to create. So we are looking at these creative forces, 3 main creative forces. And the creative force is your purpose. You are here to create, nurture, grow, thrive, manifest the possibilities of this world. And you are here to share your gifts and contribute to the world's growth and transformation. I mean, unfortunately, sometimes, we get lost on our journey and start creating a reality that doesn't really serve us, as we forget how to use our internal creative forces to our advantages. So we are here to change that today. Some of these forces are serving you, helping you to create certain things in your life. However, some of them are hindering your success. And through this program, we are bringing awareness to all these powerful forces so you can decide to use them to your advantage and master them to create the reality you desire. You are, also remember, a limitless being. Your limiting internal forces are the only ones they limit you. We look at them during the last sessions. Once you learn how to use your internal forces, nothing can stop you. You will become limitless, creative force that you were meant to become. I want you to really understand that only thing stopping you is you, your limiting forces. And you are here today as your soul wants you to create without limitations. We already discovered our limitations, 3 main limitations last sessions, and we're going to look at our creative forces this week. So fasten your seatbelt. All right. So can you guess, or do you know what these creative forces are? They define how you feel, how you act, and how you think. There are 3 main ones. There are many, but we're looking at the 3 main ones. So let's have a look at them. Let's dive into them. All right. For me, 3 main ones are the thoughts, emotions, and the visions. Why? Why do I think they are the 3 main creative forces? So if you want to create the life you desire, it is so important to have a good understanding of these 3 forces. The thoughts that you think, the images you visualize, and the emotions you feel. They are so important. Why they are so important? Because they're also connected with each other. Your thoughts are so powerful and they single-handedly determine how you feel. Aren't they? Yeah, very powerful. Your thoughts. As soon as you have a thought, you have emotion. And your emotions control your actions and also your visions. This is so important. I don't want you to just know it. I want you to really, really understand this. Your emotions control the action. If you have a negative emotions, you will probably act negatively. Yeah. And it also affect your vision. You might start worrying about certain things that might happen in the future. So your emotions are controlling it. Yes, makes sense. Great. All right. Your visions affect your emotions and your actions also. So whatever the visions you have, also affecting your emotions and affecting your actions. Isn't that amazing? And they are all connected to each other. And if you start even controlling one of them, the others will follow. Yeah, it's so powerful. Your mind, cannot tell the difference between imagination and reality. Just cannot say it. Your subconscious doesn't know what's happening. Maybe you also heard this one, is law of attraction. Also, people call this law of attraction. So you can actually imagine and feel anything in your life, and your mind take it as reality and starting giving you what you imagine, what you desire. I mean, so many people use it to their advantage, law of attraction. And if you have not watched the movie called Secret, I highly recommend you to watch it. It is amazing. It tells you all about the law of attraction, how we attract everything to our vibration, how we create with our thoughts, how we create with our emotions. I mean, I've watched this so many times to understand the information that they share, because there are layers and layers and layers, like we've been looking at it last couple of weeks. We want to look at the deep layer. Why is it happening? Why is it happening? And when you watch it more, your brain starts and taking more and more information, and it become you. It is so important. And I want to know that no one has discovered the limits to what the mind can achieve, because there are no limits. There is no limit to our imagination. Your only limitations are the ones you impose on yourself. If you have not experienced the life you desire, start thinking about the limitations that you are operating from. Now, including limitations on your creative forces. The ones that we had last week are different, but you might also put limitations on your creative forces. You might not allow yourself to vision. You might not allow yourself to explore your emotions or have positive thoughts. They are also limitations as well. I love this, and I wanted to share this with you. Intuition is the voice of the soul. Will is the muscle of the soul. And the creative force is the purpose of the soul. So your soul's purpose is to create. So start thinking, how are you creating? Are you the creative force you're meant to become? So I wanted to give you a good example. So this is metaphorically, also this is how I explain our creative forces, because we've been talking about the car example. So car is you. If you think about it, visions are your windows. So this is how you see the outside world. And I want you to also think about your emotions. I will explain to you more in details, but emotions are like our GPS. It tells us if we are on the right track or not. And your thoughts are the pedals. With your thoughts, you either, press the gas or brake. So that's how it helps you. You either go for it or you stop. Yeah, yes. So we will look at how you are using these forces that create your reality. But I want to start thinking about it for yourself. Imagine you are driving your car to your destination, your desired destination. We already know, we talk about this lesson 1. Yeah, think about your destination. And how do you observe the outside world? So if you are going, how do you know if you are going in the right direction? This is your vision. We're talking about the vision, the windows. Do you observe your outside world through the front window or side window or back window? How do you see the outside? Are you trying to reach your destination by looking at the rear view window? I mean, many people do that. and they live in a victim mentality and try to get to their destination by looking at their past. Even their, rear crack window, that they can hardly see anything. And they see everything from their own perspective. So what happens? How can you drive backwards, looking at the, back window? What happens? They end up getting lost, or they might even crash. Yeah, that happened to me. I think I always keep looking at my back. I forgot to look at front where I was going, and I completely got lost, hit the rock bottom. So also things like some, certain things that you need to consider. Are your windows fully operative? Are you able to see outside the way it is? And are there any cracks that need repairing? Cracks can be like traumas. Do you have any sort of traumas that crack the windows that needs repairing, but you're just trying to brush it underneath the carpet? You don't want to deal with it. So that's all affecting your vision, how you're seeing the world actually. And think about those and bring awareness into your world. Bring awareness to your vision. Now, let's look at the emotions. Emotions are the GPS. And when you are driving, are you following your emotions? Are you following the GPS directions, or just getting lost instead? GPS tell us exactly where to go to, but are you really following it? Our emotions are here to guide us, to let you know that we are on the right track or not. Are you utilizing your emotions to get to your desired destination, or just ignoring them? Most people do. Most people do not even know why they feel angry too much, because they are far away from their destination. Anger is just telling them they are nowhere near it, but they're not even aware of it. I'm going to tell you more about it in a second. And when you are driving to your desired destination, what is your attitude about getting outside of your comfort zone? Are you comfortable, driving around the places that you haven't been to? I'm not just talking about normal driving. I'm talking about the things that you want to get to. Do you press the gas pedal or use the brake pedal to prevent yourself getting outside of your comfort zone? Lots of people do that. They want to do certain things. They want to go and teach other people. They want to help other people, but they find it too scary to get out of their comfort zone. And what they do, they just use the brakes to make sure that they never get to that destination. So I want you to consider how you are using your creative forces. 50-50, 40-60, how do you see the outside world? Are you following your emotions? Which pedals do you use the most? Do you just go with the flow, or you create your own flow? Let's look at them individually now. So I created this to sort of help you remember it a little easily. You can also use different metaphors as well. But this one is about our thoughts. So if we think about it, average person has about 70 to 80,000 thoughts per day. And of those thoughts, 95% repeat each day. Isn't that amazing? 95% repeat each day. And on average, 85% of repeated thoughts are negative. So it means 85% of the time we are using the brake instead of the gas. So we are going to this direction. This is most people are, but you are not most people. You're here. Your soul wants you to be here and learn this stuff, so you're here. And what do we need to do to go to the positive side? Go to our direction. So when people get into self-growth and spirituality, they starting choosing positive thoughts over negatives, and they lower that percentage. So instead of choosing 85% of the thoughts being negative, you can maybe start kind of doing them 65, 60, 50, 40. It's completely up to you, because you are the only ones that in control of your thoughts. I can show you the way, but it's up to you to change it. It's up to you, because you are controlling the steering wheel. Yeah, it's up to you to change it. And your thoughts decide how to use the car pedals. Negative thoughts make you press the brake. Positive, empowering thoughts make you go for the gas. Yeah. Your thoughts can either empower you to get to your destination or prevent you from getting to your destination. So again, it's your choice. Thought is the process of using our mind to consider our ideas, opinions, beliefs about ourselves and the world around us. If the thoughts we are experiencing make us feel disempowered instead of empowered, we will have a tough time. Self-doubt can make us feel bad about ourselves, like we are incapable of handling what the life throws our way. This can lead to a loss of faith and confidence in ourselves, which can be really tough to manage. And it's completely up to you which thought you will be entertained. You have 80,000 thoughts a day. Which one are you going to entertain? I mean, you can't start noticing how many negative or positive thoughts you have in a day. And you can notice how much they actually affect your actions and your emotions. Because every thought you have an emotion, and they all affect your actions. You start noticing it. It is very difficult to change it in the beginning, but the more that you bring awareness into it, it becomes easier and easier, and you start taking charge of your thoughts. You can also meditate. Just let your thoughts bypass you. You can also try that. And once you start bringing awareness to them, it's easier now. Okay, great. Yes, because you've been doing it for a while, looking at your thoughts, and so become easier. But in the beginning, it is very, very difficult, very challenging, because it's not something we are used to it. But once you get used to it, you can take your control back from your thoughts. So we say thoughts are the pedals, and I want you to look at your common thoughts. Yes, it was hard. Yes, it was very hard in the beginning. So let's have a look at the common thoughts. Yeah. These are the common thoughts that I always see, my clients go through. Life is hard or easy. It depends on, which window you're looking at it, how your window is. You can say, oh my God, life is easy. Or life is so hard. You can say, I'm worthy. Or you can say, I'm worthless. You can say, I deserve it. Or opposite, I don't deserve it. I love myself. Or you can say, no, I do not love myself. I hate myself. I am not good enough, or I'm enough. I have to prove myself to my parents, my friends, my community in order to feel successful. Or you can just say, I'm successful. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. So start writing down your common thoughts. This is so important. You will be so surprised. When I sometimes, even when I repeat certain things and my clients or students or members tells me, when they hear it from someone else's mouth, it's just so powerful. They suddenly start realizing, oh my God, did I just say that? I never noticed that. That's why I say awareness is so important, because thoughts on their own have no power over us. If you think about it, thoughts are just thoughts. You can sort of watch it, see it. It is only when we invest our attention in them, they become real to us. Yeah. you invest your attention in them, they become real to us. That's why we do the meditation, and we don't invest our attention, and they have no power over us. And when we entertain specific thoughts, we start to feel the emotions, the kind of trigger by these thoughts. Yeah, you got the thought, emotions are triggered, and we enter a new emotional state, which then influence our behaviors. It's a vicious cycle. So we have two choices, love or fear. I will say this. Love will always empower you, and fear always disempowers you and slows you down. So love is the gas, fear is the brake. Just think it like this. So every time you're making a decision, and we make decision all the time, you might not realize it. Everything is decision. Even from the moment that you wake up in the morning, you can decide to do a bit of a gratitude attitude in the morning to raise your vibration, or you can decide not to do it. So you wake up with the similar vibration that you went to bed with. You can decide to, let's say, put a different clothes, or you can decide to, I don't know, dress up completely similar to yesterday. Everything is a choice. Whatever you eat for the breakfast is a choice. You can either eat something very healthy for your body, so you choose love, or you can eat something not good for your health. Maybe you choose sort of like the fear, isn't it? So it's completely up to you. For example, about the thoughts. If you regularly entertain the thoughts that you are a failure and you give it more attention, you will start to feel down. You will start to feel worthless, and you feel discouraged and perhaps even depressed, because you're entertaining this thought, I'm a failure. And we know from the RAS system, it's going out finding lots of proofs that I'm a failure. That's right, yeah? So how does your body react to this? If you start thinking about you're a failure, you kind of slouch down, you slam your shoulders, and you project no confidence, you look shy, you can't look into people's eyes because you are so worried that someone's gonna notice that you are a failure. Yeah? That's what happens. So also check your posture. How do you hold yourself? How do you hold yourself? Just look at yourself. What's the image that you kind of giving to the world? And if you're not happy with it, what do you need to do? Engage with more empowering thoughts that will help you improve your self-confidence and emotional state, which will be reflected in your body language. Confident people always shows that they are confident. They hold themselves back, they look into people's eyes, they don't shy away, and you know that these people are confident. And everyone can do that. And when you feel more confident, what happens? You can engage in more empowering thoughts. You can bring more positive events to yourself, people to yourself. People will be attracted to you because you're operating from a higher vibrational state. You will stand up straight. You look more upbeat. You look more energetic. I want to kind of understand something. The real problem is not the problem. The real problem is how we think about the problem. Yeah? Let me repeat again. The real problem is not the problem. The real problem is how we think about the problem. Yes, we can reach our goals. That's right. Yes, we can. The only thing stopping ourselves is us. Yes. And our reality is based on how we react to our thoughts. If we can shift our focus and perception, we can also change our emotional reaction. This in turn alters our physical response on how we act in the world. This is why the real change starts from within, not from outside. And if you think you're a failure, you will feel like a failure and act like one. As long as you keep giving attention to thoughts that you are a failure, you will continue to experience it as reality, which then reinforces your belief that you must be a failure. It's a vicious cycle. You can see that. They all connected. All our forces are connected because they create you. They are your forces. So we actually come to Earth quite prepared. We just forget how to use these forces. And the negative thought patterns has power to destroy our lives. And most people do that. Unfortunately, most people do that. Unless you get out of this cycle, it can start running your life. And the true change begins from the inside, not the outside. So if you want things to change in your life, you have to start by changing your thoughts and beliefs first. Only then you will, start changing your reality. Now, look at the list here, and I want you to create your own list. Say which thoughts are dominant thoughts. And I want you to select the top 3 dominant thoughts. Just notice them, what they are. Are they positive? Are they negative thoughts? So have a look at it day-to-day basis. You can maybe think about it or just pay attention. Do you say to yourself, I love myself? Or do you say to yourself, I don't know myself? Just noticing it. Top 3. You got 80,000 thoughts, but some of them is very dominant. Once you start looking to that, you will start seeing it. I mean, my one was before, I remember it every morning, I hate my life. That was the main thing. The first thing that I used to say, I hate my life. And I created this life that I hated with every passion. So, any questions so far? Hope that was clear. Okay, great. So let's move to the emotions. This is so important. I love working with emotions. Oh, they're really good. I love myself. I'm good enough. I deserve it. Brilliant. So you start creating it. You're creating that reality. It's amazing. Also pay attention to the negative ones then. What are the negative ones? Because you need to also let them go. Because they do creep in, the negative ones. Because we're human beings. It's very difficult for us to think positive 100%. It's not in our blood. So, emotions. Emotions are not here to punish us. They are here to guide us to show whether we are near our destination or not. Oh, life is not good. Okay. Yeah. So we need to change that. Life is good. Life is good. So it depends on which kind of car window you're looking at this as well. Why are you feeling that way? Why the life is no good? Life can be wonderful. It depends how you see it, isn't it? It depends on your perspective. So let's go back to the emotions now. So I put different emotions here. Happy emotions show us, yes, we are on the right track. But the negative ones also tell us, no, you're going to the wrong direction. You need to change course. Yeah. And when we get here, what do? We become so happy. We get to our destination. We got all these little emojis. I love those. To help us get to our destination as long as you know how to use your emotion. So I prepared this slide to show you how this works actually. I don't know if you've seen this before. They usually sit on top of each other. So this one goes underneath just here, but I separated it so you can see it. So as we know, emotions are part of our lives. Did you know that humans can experience 34,000 different emotions? I did not know. So this is really shocking, isn't it? That's just like, wow, mind blowing. 34,000. And we all feel at least two of them every time we take a breath. Two emotions every time you're taking a breath. Wow, I know, that's shocking, isn't it? And I want to look at this list and make a list of your own, dominant emotions that you see and you use it every day. Dominant emotions. So what are they doing? Are they upward spiral emotions? Are they the downward spiral emotions? Because the upwards ones help you to get to your destination. So telling you you're going to the right direction. But the downward ones telling you actually, no, you are getting away from your destination. And they're preventing you from getting to your destination. So if we look at it here, for instance, here, all the love, the passion, the optimization and everything just helping you, showing you, yes, you are near to your destination. But if you experience sort of low vibrational ones like anger and disappointment, guilt, worry on a daily basis, it means you need to correct your route, your course. Yeah, you are going into wrong direction. As you can see here, we come here prepared. We got our emotions to show us the way. And humans are so lucky to have their emotions because they help us through our ascension journey as well. Because the more that you go up the spiral, you're going towards ascension. You're going to the 5D dimension consciousness. But the more that you go down, that's more about the 3D consciousness. So you can also see where you are operating from just looking at this amazing kind of slide. Hope it makes sense. So that's how we are using our emotions. Let's go to our visions. Still impatient. Yes. Patience is so important to learn. So important. I'm still working on it as well. So don't worry, you're not alone. Oh, I used to be worse though. Still work in progress, and it's okay. All right. So let's look at our visions. So we said visions are the windows, how we're seeing the world. Like you're saying the life is no good. So how are you seeing the world? Yes. How are we seeing the world? The way we observe the world around us can have a big impact on the way we live our lives. So looking at this kind of slide, consider how you observe the outside world. The perspective that you have on the world is so important. Is it a sunny, happy world, or rainy or unhappy world? What kind of world is it? And what are the conditions of your window? Yeah. Do they need cleaning or even repairing? Are you trying to see things through a cracked window? So are the windows ready for the journey that you're ready to take, or do they need attention? Because if you think about it, if your windscreen is broken, it's not a good idea actually to, take that car to a long journey, challenging journey, because you're going to find so many blocks along the way. So you need to make sure that actually you are ready for that journey. So you start preparing yourself. Also, other things to consider is, do you observe your outside world through the front window or side window or back window? How do you see it? Or are you in the driver's seat and looking through the front window, or just sitting on the passenger seat and experiencing life through the side window? How do you experience it? First and last is sympathetic. Okay. And if you are always in the driver's seat, you are in control of your own destiny. But if you are just a passenger, you might find yourself at the mercy of others to get to your destination. Is that right? Yeah. It's good to be on the driver's seat of your life, but you also need to be prepared for the journey. So make a note in your workbook how you experience life. And how are your windows? Which windows you're looking through? And make a decision, going forward about which window you will use throughout your journey. And where would you sit in your car? Are you going to wash your windows? Or are you just going to see, maybe if you think about it, if your windows are dirty, you can see it sort of like, oh, yeah, it's a bad world out there. But if your window is nice and clear, you can see the beauty in that world. So I want you to consider all that stuff and make a decision. Like I said, you are the only person can change things about yourself. Nobody else. You're the one that can change it. But I want you to remember this. Your creative forces, your visions. How do you see everything? How do you see yourself? How do you see other people? How do you see people? How do you see events? Because everything is perspective, isn't it? Which window you're looking at from. All right, so now that we look at the internal creative forces, I want you to make a decision and think about from the lesson 1 where your destination is, why you want to go to destination. I want you to make a decision where you're gonna, which windows you're gonna be kind of using going forward. Also, think about it. Which thoughts would you adapt going forward? Are you going to choose love or are you going to choose fear? As you know, love will empowering you, fear disempowers you and slows you down. So it's your decision again, which ones you're going to go for. Also, when it comes to emotions, which emotions will you reach out for? As we mentioned earlier, if you want to kind of more, if you want to spiral up the emotional scale, you might want to reach out for the higher vibrational emotions. And the best way to do that is gratitude. Gratitude raises your vibration, emotional state. Because when there's a gratitude, when there's a love in the heart, in your body, there's no room for fear. Try to be angry and have, gratitude in your heart. It's impossible. It's impossible for everyone. So I want you to make a list of your creative forces and identify the missing components which are preventing you from getting to your destination, your goal. This is your assignment for this week. But before we finish, I want to do a little practice to help you with your journey. Now, I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let go. And just by intention, I want you to bring the emotions you desire to feel. Just by intention, just bring the emotions. And just feel how it feels. And I want you to imagine you are sitting in your car. Your windows are nice and clear. And you can see the beautiful world out there. It can be a sunset, sunrise, but it looks beautiful. It's breathtaking out there. People are happy. Just find your happy place, wherever your happy place is. My happy place is always on the beach. So my one is always on the beach, so happy. Sunset, it's just beautiful. But it's up to you how you feel it. You're just watching the people. And I want to have bring this gratitude into your heart about the world that you are experiencing. How beautiful this world is. Just look at the sunset, look at the people around you, look at the car that you are driving, and you are so close to your destination. And you have this gratitude in your heart, so much love. And you just feel you're almost there. And you just want to experience life. You know that you're almost getting to your destination. But your desire is just experiencing what you're going through at the moment. Because this is a beautiful place. You're almost taking a screenshot of it. Almost like you have this invisible camera in your mind. You're driving yourself to this beautiful place, your soul's desire. And everything is just perfect the way it is. So mentally capture this beautiful place, all the emotions that come with it. And you just feel it. It is so smooth, so easy. And your thoughts are just supporting you. And your feet is on the gas pedal, gently and slowly getting there. And I want to put your hands onto your heart and just feel all these emotions that you are experiencing through your journey. And just stop somewhere along the way. And just look around you one more time. And just realize how grateful you are for your life experience. And I want you to almost imagine yourself lifting up from your car and start looking down on yourself. Looking down on your life experiences from a much higher perspective and realizing that every life experience has a purpose in your life. They created that jigsaw puzzle for you. And without them, you wasn't able to create this road that you've been driving on it now. And just look backwards and see all these beautiful experiences that you had to go through and how grateful you are for those experiences. And just acknowledge them. And just get the lessons behind each experience. And realize the world is a beautiful place. People are nice. They're just kind of living their own realities. And every experience that you have gone through affected you, negatively or positively. Again, depends on your perception. So what are you going to choose? Are you going to choose love or fear? You can let go of the fear and let go of the negative experiences and take them into your heart with so much love because they created you. You are you because of those experiences. And look ahead of you. See your destination. See your obstacles. See what is stopping you. Make a mental note of everything that's stopping you. You know that you can get over them. You are bigger than those obstacles. You are a creator. You are a limitless being. Just remember who you are right now. You have forgotten it. You have forgotten that you are a creator. You're here to create. And I want to start taking your power back from your emotions, from your thoughts, and from your visions, your worries. Just pull them all back to yourself and increase your personal power percentage, because everything is coming back to you now. And they are coming back from your limitations. Now, notice what you haven't noticed, something about yourself, something that maybe you need to let go, something that you need to adapt or change. It will come to you very easily. Just breathe into your heart and connect with yourself. And just feel this love for yourself, for the world, for the people, for the animal, for the mineral world, for the earth, everything. Just feel this beautiful love and expanding. So beautiful. Just feel yourself expanding with this love. And you just realize you are an unconditional love. So you let go of all the judgment, let go of the pain and suffering, let go of stress, let go of all your human conditions, and become the creator, limitless being you meant to become. With love, everything is possible, and you are a love. You are unconditional love, and there is no room for fear in your life. And just notice in your cells, notice in your atoms, and start raising your vibration to much higher level. And when you're ready, I want you to get back into your car and start experiencing your life from this vibrational level, from this perspective, and look around you one more time. Look around your windows. What do you see from outside? Is there anything you need to change or let go? Look at your GPS. Is that telling you you're almost there? Is there any emotions you need to release or heal? Any traumas, limiting beliefs or fears you need to let go? Make a mental note of all of that. And look at your thoughts. Are they serving you, or how are they holding you captive? And just decide which one you are going to release, which ones you're going to hold on to them. And just realize you're becoming that creator that you're meant to become. And you are so powerful. And nothing can stop you to get to your destination. Because every time one of those forces come up, you are going to recognize them. And you are going to take your power back from them. It's again your choice. And this is your life. You can do anything you want in this life. And when you're ready, I want you to open your eyes and come back to the room. Just shake you off a little bit. And thank you so much for being here. And next lesson, we will look into discovering how to activate your inner power, align your driving, limiting, and creative forces that operate from a 5D consciousness so they can create with ease. So next lesson is very important. Do not miss it. We are going to activate your inner power next week. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm going to stop the recording.